upper. I don't have to show my lower body. Just leave it like that. Hey guys, it's me, John Avenger, once again, and welcome to the another review, People of Color Month. This is my long-awaited review of Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. I had done a review yesterday, but it got deleted, so I'm just going to do this now. It's the last of the DCEU movies from the 10-year plan from 2013 to 2023. And while this is not the best, it's not the worst. So I could say that. And the plot is, Arthur must work with his half brother Orm, Patrick Wilson, to prevent Black Manta Yahya Abdul Mateen II from killing his family and using the cursed Black Trident to overheat the world while searching for a lost seventh kingdom of the seas. And this is a fun sequel. I think it's decent. It's a nice follow-up to the first one. It was years later, and there was a lot going against it, but the film managed to be entertaining, and at least it got released, because a lot of films during the pandemic got shelved or they got changed and they were not the same. And I would take this any day over Madam Web because it's actually fun. It's got color, it's got gorgeous visuals and fun action sequences, and it's funny. I think Patrick Wilson and Jason Momoa have good chemistry. They're very, very funny with each other. They're two different philosophies of their point of views actually work. They mesh well. And they saved the movie because Amber Heard's barely in the film, and that's a good thing because I was not crazy about her in the first film, and you know why. But the film is fun, has fun soundtrack, good visuals. The plot is basically the first movie again, and they just added a few things, but it's not horrible. Like critics were like really negative on it, and I don't get why. The consensus was Jason Momoa remains a capable and committed leading man, but even DC diehards may feel that Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom sticks to familiar waters. Well, by the end, you have to, because, after the Flash bombed and Blue Beetle, where else was there to go but up? And after this, you're going to get Superman Legacy next year, so I got nothing to complain about. And at the end of this year, near the end, we got Joker Folie à Deux and the Penguin. So, and while that's a separate universe, it's still DC. It's not in the same continuity, but it's still a DC project, and they're not dead yet. We still got many more DC, stories to be told. And I don't think the film is that bad. I mean, Nicole Kidman gets underused in the movie, but she wasn't in the first one that much either, because she disappears for like a long period of time. I hate when they do that. They get a big name actress to play the mom, and then they disappear for an hour. They did that in Black Widow. They did it here. They did it in Shazam. So why are you doing that? Stop doing that. Stop putting moms as like supporting roles that don't matter. That's why I liked when they put the foster mom, they gave her screen time in Shazam and Shazam Fury of the Gods. It's called character development. You can't do that when the character's gone for half the movie. Dolph Lundgren comes back. Randall Park comes back. They could do well. Tamora Morrison. The baby is really cute. Martin Short does the voice of the Kingfish. You got John Rhys Davies as the crab. What else? And I really think that this movie should have gotten an Oscar nomination for the effects. It just didn't because DC was not their year, but whatever. It's their loss. And I like the octopus. Topo is a cool effect. It looks good. It doesn't look cheap. And, it's a fun movie. Like if you've seen the first one, this one's not as good, but it's still not terrible. It's more Superman 2 than the Suicide Squad or even Wonder Woman 1984. I liked it better than that. It was shorter. It wasn't 2.5 hours. It didn't have to drag for an extra 20 minutes because they put too much in the movie. Here, they put a lot, but it's pretty visuals and it's spectacle. That's what this sequel wanted to do. And the DCU on a high note, because it could have been a lot worse, guys. This could have been boring. This could have been tedious. It could have been ugly to look at. But I like the visuals. It's better than the Little Mermaid remake. At least this movie shows their effects in color and brightness. You can see the effects. It's not shrouded in darkness where you can't see anything, like Solo, where it's so ugly and so dark you can't see anything, or the Underworld sequels like Underworld Blood Wars, where you can't see anything. They try to hide bad effects and bad imagery in darkness, and that's not the movie I want to see. I want to see something with pretty visuals and color and personality. It's what's going to save Dune to Part 2 tomorrow night when I review that. But anyway, the movie made $434 million worldwide against a production of 205. While that's not $1 billion like the first one, it still did better than The Flash. And it still did better than Birds of Prey and Wonder Woman 1984, which barely got a release in the theaters, and it did better than poor Black Adam, which would have done better if The Rock's ego didn't get in the way. There are no egos here. It's funny, it's ridiculous, it's entertaining enough for an end of a franchise. It could have been Man of Steel, where it was from the beginning, it was dead on arrival, too serious, too dark, and way too depressing. And Cavill was just he was stiff. At least Jason Momoa is having fun. He has personality. He can do some dramatic stuff as well. With Cavill, he just looks like he's in pain the whole time. That's why he didn't come back. At least Momoa, I would love to see him as Lobo or in the MCU one day. Who knows? He has a personality. He can win people over. I mean, he's one of the only good things in Fast Sex, but it's a fun movie. I would say watch it. It's on Max, formerly HBO Max. You can watch it for free now, so it's worth your time. Didn't care about the villain that much. You know, the villain at the end gets killed too easily. Black Manta is just there. He's just an angry black guy. That's pretty much what he did in the first one. But it is what it is, and just see it for yourself and make your own decision, not the critics. So thanks for watching, guys. Take care. I'm sorry I'm rushing through. I wanted to finish this quick. Acknowledge me, and I'll see you guys in the next one for Dune Part 2 tomorrow night. So stay tuned. See ya. There we go.